Le'Veon Bell for a year.
Oh, okay.
But not a cold weather player. Every fucking December, you're going to see those low throws at those wide receivers' feet every time.
All right, so you want to hear something funny? Technically, the stream just started. I've been trying to work it this whole time. It's been recording. Like, I've been recording it but this whole time. It just started.
But the stream started.
The stream started. But I've been recording all the backstory, so I can put that in later. But it's just, I was laughing. I was like...
You missed all my Kirk Cousins references.
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
I was like...
Cousins sucks.
Well, duh. We already discussed that.
Not even Tony Romo 2.0 anymore. He's Tony Romo 3.0. Uh-oh. And that's with the back.
This is with the back?
Yeah, like Tony Romo when he had the back. Oh. Except the worst part is Kirk Cousins is healthy. You can't see what your backup has because he plays the whole game.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of, that's like the one thing I'm glad the Skins didn't do. You know what I mean? And also, I don't think I would have started Dwayne Haskins last game. I wouldn't even played him. I don't trust the offensive line, and I don't want to hurt him.
I don't think the offensive line.
The right side is horrible. I thought the left side was going to be the problem this year. Yeah. And the left really isn't. It's the right.
Donald Penn's been holding it down.
Yeah, and Flowers hasn't been horrible. He hasn't been great, but like Sheriff and Moses have not, in my mind, been up to snuff.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. The thing with Moses is like you can't put a speed rusher on. If you put a speed rusher on him, he doesn't have the mobility for it anymore. It's all these years of just ankle and calf injuries with him.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he isn't tough because I know he's played with like multiple like leg injuries.
Because he has to.
Yeah, I know because we don't draft a right tackle.
We don't draft any. I mean, we draft one lineman a year.
Yeah.
But like we keep coming into the season with 3 backups. You can't do that. Not when they're all brittle. Trent's old. Sean Laval was. What is Sean Laval? Just.
He's gone now,
He's
right?
a rent. Yeah, he's gone. That's why we have Eric Flowers. That was the only name that came up. Was like, wow, that is the only person I could think of that makes me go, damn, what's Sean Laval doing? But Sean Laval was never an issue when he was healthy. He was just you only had him for 3 games a year.
True.
But Flowers hasn't been bad.
No, everybody was dogging him. I'm glad he's not playing left tackle because I think he may be worse if he's playing left tackle. Maybe.
Yeah, he got through a week of training camp before they were like, nah, this is not gonna fly.
We will not put ourselves through this.
Holy shit!
Are you crazy, bro?
I don't know what Jay Gruden's doing. I know Jay Gruden's like checked out. I know that. You can't go up to the podium. What's your game plan for the Patriots? I don't really have a game plan. The fuck? Bitch, it's Wednesday. What would you do Monday and Tuesday?
I don't know. I have heard rumors that once Jay Gruden is fired, Trent will come back. Is what I've heard.
Might.
I know they called. Apparently, Bruce called Trent and said, "Who do you want me to fire?" He's like, I don't want you to fire anybody because of me. Apparently.
But who do you want to not be here?
and he was so I don't. And he said, I guess they said who on the training staff he wants to fire, and he wouldn't. But maybe he meant head coach. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assume Trent's days here are done. You kind of missed your window to trade him for big haul.
Yeah.
Because Houston already got their guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who's a contender that needs a left tackle?
Oh, hope he stayed on that post. Second period just started. Caps have all the pressure on them right now. Sustained zone time. Ooh.
Do the Raiders need a left tackle? They drafted a tackle. They have Kirk Miller.
Yeah.
But I think he's a right tackle.
I don't know. Ooh.
I actually like what I see out of the Raiders. They're not going to win that division. Not by a long shot, but.
Do you think Vontaze Burfict should ever be able to play again?
He'll be back. They always come back. Holtby, what have you done? He's. I don't want to say he's a one-dimensional player. He's great against the run. He's great. That's where he's made his bread and butter. I mean, he sheds blocks like a motherfucker, and he gets in there and he makes his tackles. In space is where he's an issue, and I don't mean like so much as coverage. It's like if he's got to tackle someone in space, it's 50-50. It's always going to be high, and he never like wraps anyone up. He just launches himself.
Yeah, I mean the one he just had on Doyle, I was like, oh, that's bad, dude. And then the kind of smile and like wave when you're running off, I was like, oh, that's not good, dude.
Yeah, stop that.
Yeah.
You know who you are. There's going to be a new collective bargaining agreement, and it's going to it's going to do a reset on everybody but
You.
That will be a negotiating point. Everybody gets a clean slate but you.
Did you see Swearinger got let go by the Cardinals?
Pick him back up.
He wouldn't come back until Minuski's gone.
Dude, Minuski sucks.
I'm not saying he's good, but I'm saying like that was the whole problem. That's one reason why I let him go because he was. Yeah, would you keep Kevin O'Connell, the offensive coordinator?
No, I keep nobody.
Oh,
I
okay.
see nothing redeemable.
Oh, okay. Well, I know so far the history with the ooh.
Good save.
Yeah. That the history with the coaches under Shanahan have not been bad apparently so far in the league. Is O'Connell just the shittiest one?
No, I need scorched earth.
All right.
I don't know what it was that I don't know what happened to start this year, but I have never seen like a lack of urgency or just I'm not giving a fuck. The only person I'd keep is like on the defense is like Jim Tomsula.
Oh yeah.
I might promote him defensive coordinator.
Would you get rid of the O-line, Bill Callahan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody on offense. The offense is working. You know, it's been a couple of years since we could say that, but no, scorched earth.
Yeah, I mean,
I want anybody who is associated with Jay Gruden's offense gone.
Delay of game, Martin Ferravari. 2 minutes delay of game. 18:06 left to go in the second period. Caps looking like dog shit. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, I need the Jay Gruden stain gone.
I need this off of my life.
Tom Sula was a kind of a saving grace.
Yeah.
That he was out of work for a year.
It's a powerful mustache, by the way, from that guy in the timekeeping box. That strong handlebar mustache. So.
Yes. I mean that's a handlebar mustache you can rely on.
That's it's built for comfort, not for speed.
Built for power.
Sure.
Yeah, you can rev that shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a mustache ride you might not get back from. Yeah, him. Is there anybody else? Wide receiver coach has done some good things, maybe.
That was horrible.
I might just keep him at his position, though.
Yeah. I mean, the wide receiver isn't good, and also not good. Also aren't bad.
Not bad either.
Yeah, but I'm not upset, but like I was really hopeful Terry McLaurin was going to get through a season healthy. McLaurin.
I mean, you just have to expect injuries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a hammy, and I know hammies can. Oh, good save. Hopi. Ooh, scrambling. Get it out of there, Gudis.
Yeah. I mean, and it's things like that, muscles.
Yeah.
Muscle injuries like that. That's what happens to burners.
Yeah.
Guys who just fly. I mean, they're moving so quick and they're pushing so hard on their legs. It's just, they pull stuff.
Well, they promoted Cam Sims. I was really hoping he was going to make it out of camp, but at least they brought him back because he's a big body. And
he is, but like those last two
games were not good.
No, he looked awful the last two games of preseason.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went from expected to make the team to like no chance. There's no way.
Do we even bring you back almost?
No.
And I had high hopes for him. I mean, I'm not huge knowledgeable. I mean, I like the Skins, but like I know he's been around for a couple years. I know last year they were high on him because how big he was. He just couldn't stay healthy. Mm-hmm. And so now this year, I'm hoping more of the same. Hoping maybe now he's went down there and bring him back on. I don't think he's gonna be a star. Well, I mean, you need help. And then also, I mean, who do you next year to go draft the tight end?
I want to see what Sprinkle can do.
Mm-hmm.
I want Sprinkle to have a bigger role rather than just blocking. Because he is a good athlete. I don't see him in practice though, but I know what I see on the field, and I know the evaluators of practice are less than credible. So that I can't speak too much for, other than I don't trust the people who set the lineup. I know who's starting is who should be starting according to Madden. By highest overall of like, I don't fucking know what they see sometimes. Terry McLaurin, he's they got that right. You know, they said he looked good in camp. Never played in preseason. He ran
played like one game, I think, didn't he? No, he didn't. Or like the last game, maybe played a little bit. Because otherwise, everybody was really high on Steve Sims. He was the one that he was getting the ball all the time.
Yeah, but he ran like a dozen routes the whole preseason.
True.
In all the games.
True.
So it's like everybody kept hearing the hype, and it's like, well, what do we have to see? We have nothing going. But on the flip side, at the same position, all this hype on Trey Quinn.
I don't get the hype on Trey Quinn.
I don't get him either. He had some moves at the end of last year, but like, man, the season was over, man.
Also, he's another guy who can't stay healthy either.
Yeah. It's
Caps kill off power play, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing from Jay Gruden. I don't know what his fucking raging boner is for Colt McCoy.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Colt, is that leg even 50% healthy? All right, you're in.
He's jacked this year. You've never seen him throw the ball better. 33, 34, man. Shut up. Just let it die. We know he's the backup. Let him be the backup. We're all okay with it. When you get a job in like 2 years after you get fired, bring him in.
As a coordinator or something, or
He's gonna be a position coach.
Is it like
he's botched the end of this so bad? He's gonna be a position coach.
Who? Are you talking about?
Gruden.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant whatchamacallit. I thought you were talking about McCoy. That's why I'm saying bring him in as that intern coach. You know what I mean? They do it when players just end. Or like whatchamacallit. Like you never know. He could be one of those guys ends up like, what is it, Kellen Moore? Who was like, I feel like Kellen Moore was playing one day, and all of a sudden then he was the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys.
Literally in a year. He retired and then became the coordinator. Didn't interim or nothing. He was just the fucking coordinator. That shit is wild.
Okay, so I'm not the only one that thought that, by the way.
That shit is fucking wild.
He is Wilson on a little mini break.
He is younger than the fucking backup quarterback for the Cowboys.
He's probably younger. He's definitely younger than the starter. Oh, no, not younger than the starter.
No, he's not younger than
he looks younger than the starter, not going to lie.
Baby face, buck-toothed motherfucker. No, but fucking Josh McCown is his senior. Josh McCown's another guy I think can coach. He's already a teacher.
Yeah.
But that shit is crazy to me. Byron Leftwich is another guy who's actually offensive coordinator. I liked him. He just had no accuracy. I liked watching him because I was back in the day when like they would zoom in a lot more on the field, and he had such a fucking kick because he would try to fucking strong arm everything.
Well, he also had the longest release ever.
Yes.
Like I love when they did that. They'd show it. It was like down to his knee, wind up to the top.
Oh yeah, he's fucking Randy Johnson.
Also slowest runner.
Yeah, but when that thing left his hands, the camera couldn't keep up. The camera zoomed out and still couldn't keep up. But, the Steelers' offense was looking good until Ben died. Well, I don't know how much. Mason Rudolph one game.
It's funny. It's funny how bad the Bengals are. Because, like, I heard the Steelers didn't look great, but, like, they still embarrassed the Bengals.
I have an argument like with every year with somebody, and it's always like, and the Redskins are going to fire Jay Gruden. Why? Well, because he's awful. Yeah, I know, but how's that different than it was last year? You can't just keep rolling in with awful, okay? But like Marvin Lewis had his job for like 12 years. They won no playoff games.
They did make the playoffs, though.
They made it like once every 3 years. Every year they were about to fire him, where the hot seat was at its hottest.
Made the playoffs.
Renewed for 1 year, then renewed for 2 years. It's like.
I don't think I don't know. If you fire him, I guess do you promote Kevin O'Connell to interim, or do you make like Minuski the interim?
No, I eat this year. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna trade. I don't fucking know. I would not tank for Tua. Tua's I don't like Tua.
Why would you have Haskins? Why would you tank for Tua if you have Haskins?
Well, I don't know. I think Kyler Murray is better than Josh Rosen at this point.
I mean,
I was huge on Josh Rosen. I cannot ignore the result. I mean, at this point, I was wrong.
you're allowed to be wrong. 12:57 hand pass.
I mean, the Cardinals aren't winning, but at least they have what resembles an offense now.
Yeah, I didn't dislike. I know we're watching the hockey game. We're also just talking about the Skins because I haven't talked to Mikey in a while, so we're gonna get all this out today. Through this game, I liked Haskins first when they asked him about playing, and I liked his answer. It was like essentially what I got from him was I'm not ready to start yet, and I don't want to start until I'm ready because I want to win. You know what I mean? And he mentioned like Mahomes didn't start right away. You know what I mean? He didn't succeed Alex Smith right away, and then like obviously like Aaron Rodgers didn't start right away. He listed off a couple quarterbacks that didn't play their first year or even 2 years, I think, and then look at them now.
I think he's a smart kid. I think he will have success down the road.
He just got to I know in the preseason he made a couple throws watching him that looked like a rookie. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't ready for the speed yet, maybe.
The speed was too much, and he was forced into a bad decision.
Yeah.
The other thing I see from that is it is so hard nowadays as a backup quarterback. You get no rep. You work with the scout team.
Well, that's what
as the backup.
Well, that's what everybody was getting on. With the Skins about this week. I was listening to their podcast, the Skins whatever one, and they were like, he's not getting any reps he's not getting any reps. And then Trix Thompson came out, I was like, when have you ever seen a backup quarterback get first team reps?
You don't, but that's why every time they come into the game, the pace has severely come to an end. Even when Nick came in for Carson, dude, Nick's stinking it up that game. Now, when he had that full week of practice, he's out there slinging that big dick around. And it's just, you need the reps. I mean, if you're not getting the reps, I get, you want your the quarterback nowadays is so in charge of the game more than ever before. Even though, they don't have, you talk about, the 70s or the 80s where they called their own plays and shit. But there is so much more shit you have to be, aware of. The blitzes and whatnot, and the defenses are so much more exotic is the word they like to throw out here. But there's just so much more cadence. The terminology is so much longer.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, so they take every rep in practice. Your starter gets every fucking rep. Yeah. That is absurd to me.
Well, then it was funny. Listen, Brian Mitchell's like, I got reps, and I was the emergency quarterback. I was like,
yeah, you played 25 years ago. You played a different game.
Yeah. Times are different.
Yeah.
And I like B. Mitch. I like B. Mitch. I like his honesty because he's not going to sugarcoat it like Larry Michael. I can't stand him because he's too positive for the Caps.
Yeah.
And I love when if I listen to the radio ever, Chris Cooley dogs him in game. Chris Cooley give him a bunch of crap, a bunch of shit essentially shut up, Larry. And that's just I can't. I listen to the Caps podcast, and I don't know. I cannot stand Rob Carlin. He's another guy who's too positive for the Caps. Yeah. And that's why Alan May is now back. So their post game will have Alan May in it finally, because he's honest too. He's honest. He calls all of them, Kuzi, all of them. If they've been playing bad, calls it how it is.
Yes.
Doesn't sugarcoat it. And I love when he gets mad. He punches Rob in the arm when Rob tries to get smart with him.
I mean, I get you work for the home team network, but you gotta
call it as it is. Yeah. If you're playing bad, and that's they interviewed Lachlan one year. I remember and Kuzi asked him what do you do when if somebody plays bad? He goes, I try to point out what the other team's doing well, you know what I mean, and try to make it even. So it's not I'm ragging on everybody.
Sometimes somebody needs to get ragged on.
True.
But on the you're going up against somebody.
Yeah.
If somebody beats you, he beats you. Kudos to that, but it's very evident on days where you just don't have it. When Case Keenum didn't have it, obviously, for the Giants, when we played the Giants. So,
Yeah.
There's no need to be the Giants are forcing them. It's they're playing well, but dude, you just don't have it today. And quarterback, that you just that can't be it.
Yeah.
You can't not. That's why you get all the reps, because you can't not
Obi
have
coming
it.
in, crush on the inside. Ooh, tried to one-hand that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely had Case in my fantasy because he's a garbage time magician so far this season. Like, every game the Skins have been out, he's like, Case manages to throw, until like the last 2 weeks, throw 3 touchdowns and like no picks. Until like he got taken out, he had 5 turnovers in one game.
Oh, Sean was like, well, I was talking about McCole Hardman, and I was like, yeah, I rolled the dice one too many weeks. He got me 2 points, and he's like, well, how do you think I feel? Case Keenum got me -2, then got benched. Well, shame on you for starting a Redskin quarterback. You knew what that was. You're a Jets fan. You know ineptitude when you see it.
I mean, I didn't start Case thinking the Skins were going to win.
Right.
I didn't actually start him at all, but he was my backup. But I was just like, there's a chance. Like when Phillip Rivers is on his bye, that Case might have a good week, fantasy wise.
Right. I wish Hagelin would pick his head up more.
He
comes in with too much speed.
Well,
He looks down.
if he looks up too high, that visor might be too high. If he looks up,
Won't protect his eyes.
yeah, with that hair.
He keeps coming in with so much
come
speed,
on, Eller.
and it's just with what? There's nobody coming in with him.
Matt is ragging on me right now because I did a Instagram story, like when the Caps got when they were down 2-0, and I was like, well, hope you get pulled. And he was like, learn how to use your polls. I was like, I wasn't trying to make a poll. That's.
I mean,
nobody responds to those things on my thing anyway. I'm not gonna make it just to be up there. That's embarrassing.
no votes.
After you left the other day, what should I call it? Some dude from the Bandits tried to just clown me.
What do you do?
What's the dude? Who's the dude? His name Andy? That little
the young guy,
Ukrainian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't he just he walked up before you left. He's like, and someone was like, "Oh," I was like, "You remember?" I was like, "Nope." He's like, "Yeah, this is Grindr." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Kind of found he was trying to say I was on Grindr is what he was trying to do.
Oh.
And then he kept going on about it, and then said something to me later, and then I heard him say "Oh," it's like, "Oh, okay." So I just ran with it, and I was like, "Oh, you two know?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we hooked up on Grindr." I was like, "Not on Grindr." I was like, "That's not what you said 2 weeks ago, bud."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What?" And then just kept going with it, and then right before I left, he's like, "So you're a comedian, huh?" I was like, "I mean, you can't be this ugly and not be funny." Yeah. He just right before I left, he just had that cute face. I just drilled it into him. I was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna try to make fun of me.
Yeah.
I'll flip it."
Been in this game longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, flip it,
Little
own
boy.
it, flip it, own it, make it my bitch.
Yeah. Now you're the weird one.
Yeah, because it was just funny. Because I was like, I don't even know you. You asked me to take a picture for you. I did. Because then you tried to see if were they able to get this done the first time? I was like, yeah. I don't know why. I didn't even say anything to him. Usually I can understand if I talk shit to somebody. I was like, I don't even know you, dude.
Yeah.
What is your issue? Because I'm fat, right? I got a fat dick too. What's the problem?
Yeah. You want to see my balls? What's up?
I don't know if he was just trying to stick up for Femke, because I was grilling Femke because he kept setting me up with that's what she said. There's lines. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'd feel bad for Femke sometimes. Sometimes we go in on him too hard.
I texted him later. I was like, hey, man, my bad if I said it. He's like, no, you're fine, man. Because he even made a comment that I was on it that night because he was just throwing up softball pitches to hit. Come on, man. You put those out in there, I'm gonna hit them.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't even let my brother get away with those.
He does. He softballs a lot of it in.
Yeah.
But
oof.
And that happened.
Oh, they called him for tripping. All right.
You are responsible for your stick.
Yep. I'm so glad this isn't the playoffs because Tyler Bozak has the dirtiest looking mustache. It's pencil thin because it's very, I forget the word, wispy. That was it. I mean,
technically it's a trip.
Yeah.
His body slid out under him.
Oh, NHL 20? All right.
It's all right.
All right.
It's got to be better than 19.
It's more realistic. The emphasis on rebound goals is definitely there. You could if scrambling for pucks, it's easier sometimes to get a rebound, and it's not I have to you go to shoot it, and somehow it puts it all the way back here when you shoot it because you're out of position. And you actually reach back to catch passes now if they're behind you on the breakout.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, probably laid like you can get laid out from it, but like you're definitely. It's a little bit more realistic. Matt says it's too slow. He had it on like Superstar, and he said to put it on All Star because it was too slow, or he wasn't able to score it all. I was like, well, I mean, you gotta adapt.
Yeah, adjust.
I don't dislike it.
Overcome. Or,
Adapt and overcame. What movie was that fucking from? Whoo! Oh Lord. Hey, at least we got an entry.
yeah. And it's gone.
Yeah, I was listening to the Caps podcast like during the summer, and they were like, one writer was like, if I was the Caps, I'd get rid of Kuznetsov. I was like, what?
I don't understand. Secondly, I don't understand what. One, I don't understand the outrage. He did cocaine. We had Mike Richards. After he got caught taking coke over the board, he was an international drug smuggler.
I thought he got caught with Oxycontin coming over the board.
Whatever the fuck it was. He was an international drug smuggler when we took him. You look at Ovi and Semet, and you tell me those big ass fucking noses don't sniff coke.
Matt asked, "How do we think the bottom six are looking for so far? Better, I say better than the top six."
Yeah, I agree. Again, I wish Hagelin would pick his head up. I wish Nick Dowd would play more minutes.
Oh my God, Matt, sorry. Just a question mark. I answered. But I mean, we'll see. Like,
how can they suspend him?
I think they suspended him just because I think the NHL did because I guess technically he lied to them probably because originally he was like, I didn't do it.
It's not a banned substance.
It's a drug of abuse. I know. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't think it's a.
You don't drug test for that.
I know. That's what I was like. It was funny, and I guess maybe because it came out that I think it was when they were in Vegas to play Vegas again is when that happened. Not like in the for some reason I thought it happened after the season. After they won.
It happened in the offseason.
No, but they said it was when we went and played Vegas again. That next year, that's when it happened.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
I don't either.
He could lie to me every day the rest of my life. He gave me a championship. He owes me nothing. And he owes you, Paula, at home with your 6 kids, nothing. He has the only we have the only banner that you will see from DC Sports in like the next 20 years. I don't think the Nats are going to advance.
Okay. You're a Nats fan. I'm not. But like, I don't give the Nats any credit for that win yesterday. That was an error. I don't think they would have gotten 3 runs if he had fielded that grounder.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that part.
I
watched
goal. Skorloff.
I watched
clap bomb.
7 innings, and then went to go take a shower. I came out of the shower, looked at my phone. We're up. What the fuck just happened?
So literally, what happened was like Soto he bats lefty, right? So he hit a pull,
yeah.
like not a dying quail, but a pull liner, like a dipping liner. Right fielder runs up to get the ball, literally puts his glove out, and I don't know if it took a hop, but he just misplayed the ground ball. So it rolled behind him like 15, 20 feet. So he had to run back and get it, which then allowed everybody, deflected off the stick too. Well, shots on net, scores. I'll take it though. Deflected, not deflected, and they just ran by him. So that's why I was like, I don't really give Juan Soto credit for those 3 runs.
Got a hit.
It should be an error technically. It should be an error.
Did it bounce before the guy ran by it?
Yes.
Okay, so then it's a hit.
Okay, well the fielding error, I guess on maybe the 2 other runs, the first one maybe was earned, but the next 2 I don't think were.
It's a hit with a double on an error.
Okay. That's why I was like, I don't give them really any credit for that win. I don't give him credit for that win. Like everybody's like blowing, like everybody, like Nats, like, oh my God, the Nats are so great. I was like,
whatever, man. He's 21. Let him bask it.
Y'all barely beat the Brewers.
Whatever.
And Scherzer was pitching. That's dive on Orlov. No, okay.
The best thing I saw on Max's game was a friend of mine posted on Facebook. If Max doesn't get that low strike, like in the zone, if they don't give that to him, he has long nights. Because he gets that kill pitch is like that changeup or that low fastball. That's his kill pitch.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't get that, it's a long day. Strasburg came in and he looked good. I didn't even watch the 9th inning because I was like, well, it worked when I didn't watch. But
everybody go back to where you were.
but
Oh, Hathaway sticking him. You don't want this noise, boy. You don't.
Little boy, baby face.
Yeah, you don't want this noise. Gordon Hathaway's ugly. You don't want to fight ugly guys.
Look at that nose. You know how many times that thing's been broken?
Well, I take it back. I'm going to say, you want to fight ugly guys? They always win. But I was like, Matt Bradley, did he ever really win?
Look at this picture. He's all scarred up in his fucking picture. That's not a guy I want to fuck with. And look at that. They go right back to each other. They still have Steve Ott?
No, that's the coach. He was on the coaching staff last year when they won the cup.
I like Steve Ott.
I love that video a couple years back when he was facing off against Giroux, and he's like, "I'm gonna win this face-off right here, by the way, bud. I'm 5th in NHL.com in face-offs." And then Giroux beats him.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, Drew is also a face-off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say specialist, but he's very good at those.
Yeah.
Drew is a very like all-around top-tier package player that gets almost no respect, but not no respect, but like not enough respect from like the media and shit.
Well, I mean, he's also quiet. He's not a big flashy person either. I mean, he does have flashy moves, but they're like he has that one where he did like the curl and drag. He did like the Datsuk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has. It's kind of like Nikki a little bit. Like where Nikki is always going to be overshadowed by like Voracek's always going to overshadow Giroux because he's.
No, I think Drew's much better than Voracek.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying, but like Drew's the flashier goal scorer. Like the goal scorer, the big beard. He's big, kind of a bigger personality. You don't think?
Yeah, I you know, the headlines I get from the Flyers nowadays aren't so much. It's always the blue line, and it's always and Carter Hart,
Got a hat.
which, you know, good for Carter Hart.
Oh.
That's a shame.
Yeah, if he was wide open in the middle. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're saying he's supposed to be the next Holtby, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. You don't have a good track record in Philly with goalies.
Yeah.
You had Bobrovsky when he first got in the league.
And he was good with them. He was good. Oh, he wore down at the end of the year. He's played in like the minors of the KHL. He played a 50 game season. Yeah, he's tired after 40 games.
Yeah, and just that's what's funny is like he had an up and down season. It was like I remember when he was in Philly, he was not bad.
Yeah, he was good.
Philly's just so like critical.
Your defense was trash, and he was good. Just, you know, at the end of the year, he wasn't good. Well, no shit, your team in general wasn't good.
And look what they've had since.
Yeah, you traded him 1-for-1 for Steve Mason. Shame on you, Paul Holmgren. Shame on you. Hextall found the next goalie, and then they fired him.
Apparently, he was like calling out people in the front office or something like that. I heard that's the reason why like they had to let him go. He was like a terror. He's like, "Oh, you said something bad about it," or like they leaked like information, and he was like,
Whatever, he's good at his job.
"Yeah."
They were better every year with him.
Well, this will be the one year that they're better. Ooh, good deflection by Oshie, but no goal. Saved by Bennington. That they'll have that one good year that they always have. Apparently, Lane Vignaux's best year is always his first year with the team. Well, the biggest improvement is always the first year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had every year he's like, I was listening to the Spittin' Chicklets or whatever. No, was it him or someone else? There was like, he has, every team he goes on the first year, there's like a 20-point increase in their team. In their
He's
standings.
like the ultimate players coach.
Yeah. But then
The longer he's there,
Yeah.
the more the message gets diluted, and the less people, and the more people like kind of get away with shit, and the more they walk on them. So, I mean, I like the guy. I can't ignore his track record. It's good. You know, he made the Rangers good, and then until they weren't.
well, he made Vancouver good until they weren't.
Yeah. I think they were. Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs that year when they fired him.
No. Then they went to Torts, and it was like the exact opposite. And and Vancouver wasn't ready for that. The guy who he's not friendly with the media. Don't think he cares about speaking Canadian. Well, I don't think Vancouver's very French, but like I know
they're English.
Yeah. Well, I know if you're in Montreal, it's like you have to speak French apparently.
Yeah, and that's why they.
That's why they got mad.
Sheltarian.
Yeah, they got mad at Max Pacioretty because he didn't understand any French. Didn't speak French, and he was the captain.
Their last two captains were American. Brian Giunta from Buffalo. I think. Anyways, but I don't know. I think that kind of thing is overrated. Winning solves everything, and that's fact.
I don't know. My mom's like, why is there an echo in your mic? I was like, I don't know. I can't hear an echo because I can hear this in my ears, and I don't hear any echo.
Well, now there's an echo in your mic. Now the podcast is ruined.
I don't know.
I just want to circle back to the things that are too Homer.
Yeah. Okay.
Russian machine never breaks sucks.
I follow them sometimes. I follow them, but I cannot. Like the other day, who was it? Shockingly, I thought it was something negative. It was more clickbaity from them. But it was like the Mike Vogel, who's I don't think he's very homery when he comes with his articles, and he's been with the Caps for years. Was like essentially what they said is, oh, good move that the Caps are going to get rid of one goalie. They did, and it was most likely going to be Copley or Samsonov. And it was like, because he said something, he was like, am I reading too much into this? Are the Caps going to trade Holtby? He's like, that's not even what he said at all. But otherwise, yes, they're very homery, and I don't like it either.
I like their merchandise though.
Their merchandise is nice looking. Yeah. I don't hate the merch at all. But Ian Olin, like, not just him, like the rest of them though too. Yeah. I was like, I don't know who gave you press credentials.
Yeah, it's
But here I am on my couch talking shit during the game.
Yeah. But they get the press credentials because they don't say anything bad.
True. I mean, I feel like I feel like you should be able to say the good and the. That's like the Junkies. The Junkies have no problem.
Well, the Junkies were established before.
True.
They were fucking like 99-1. HFS? I don't even fucking remember anymore.
Yeah, 99.
That's how long it goes.
Before it was 106 The Fan?
Yeah. They were the 99-1 HFS, HF Festival, HFS Nutcracker. I went to those shits, okay? That was my fucking station. That was fucking middle school. They have been around forever. They can say whatever the fuck they want. I am mad that they got rings for the Caps.
They got, I mean, I don't know.
It's just because they're DC media. They're like notable DC media. They don't talk about the Caps. They openly say, like, during their shit, like, I don't know shit about hockey. Fuck you. You don't deserve this. You haven't suffered like the rest of us.
Oh, Lord, don't go on that road again, because then we'll get on people who, like, haven't suffered as much as us. And then
I'm a lifelong Caps fan. I've been watching for the past 2 years. Fuck out of here. You haven't suffered.
You haven't suffered what I've suffered.
Yeah, you don't know what Yager was here. You don't know what that was.
You don't know about those dark years post-Yager before when we were horrible.
You don't understand the late 2000s every time we play the Penguins or Ottawa. Woo! Yeah. If you don't get that shit, fuck out of here. I don't get why we're so bad. Fuck you. We were bad. Oh, Mike Green's awful. Mike Green is awesome. He's just the last man back on a 3-on-1. Why is there 3 people down there with him? He was never going to be your shutdown defenseman.
Oh my God! Just thinking of that reminded me of the championship game last week we played during overtime, and I just looked back and that guy's wide open. I was like, why?
Even he hesitated. He's like, wow, it actually got here.
Well, like I'm the center. It's like screen of the goal, and I look behind me, and I was like, because the play's going back towards our net, and I was like, why is he wide open?
Somebody should cover him. Somebody should do something about that.
Nobody gonna get that?
Yeah.
Nobody gonna get that. Thank God that goalie was awesome.
Yeah, our goalie was good. He gave us every chance we had to win. Their goalie was really good too.
True. He let that one little fluky goal in that went straight off up in the air.
He looked off one side to make sure there was nobody off to the side of him, and by the time he turned his head back,
he hit it in the air. The one he blocked it up straight in the air.
Oh yeah, that's just bad luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the flutter goal, the fluky goal.
There's nothing you can do about that. He made the save, and then physics decided
it
wasn't with him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a penalty. It's because he dropped his stick before he shoved him into the boards.
Yeah. Yeah, Marine had a pretty good goal in too.
Yeah.
Digging a little like dirty goal, got in there poking at it. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's sniped by Casey though, that top shelf.
Yeah. Casey, god damn. Who are you? Fuck was this? He was cherry picking the rest of the game.
Yeah, yeah. I hit him a couple times too on like passes. Yeah, he does that sometimes. He gets a little like that.
Oh, once there's a goal and once there's blood in the
look
water.
At 28.
Stevenson?
No, 28. It was at 18 then, because I know Leipzig is 28. Yeah, it is Leipzig. Yeah, he had a little gas there, some jets. 120 left in the second period. You don't want none of this. Pareko's actually a big guy. He actually might want that in smoke.
Let him. That's a top 4 defenseman for them.
Yeah, I didn't say don't fight him.
It's a bottom line guy. I'll take that exchange every day.
That's like Ovi fighting somebody. Like, no.
When he fought Svechnikov.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Oh, no. Why did you do it?
Oh, I wish we had done the playoffs that last year, like recording them, like doing a podcast. Because when I watched it, I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I was listening to it in my room, and, like, Pizer was watching in his. So, like,
yeah, he
was a little bit ahead of me, and it's just like, all of a sudden I hear it's like, oh! I was like, what happened? And Ovechkin's in a fight. Oh. Is he dead? Wait, who's dead? This is very important.
It's a Russian. Still not confirmed. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was crazy, because I remember when he did it, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because last time I remember he fought Dubinsky, I was like, this is nothing. Why are you doing this?
Bah.
Yeah. When he hit Svechnikov, and I just saw like you see the life leave somebody when they get like knocked out like that. It's like, oh my God, is he dead? Somebody check him seriously.
They're already planning the funeral.
Well, then Williams tried to like fight him too. Williams kind of got in Ovi's face. It's like,
yeah. Well, this little boy tried to fight me. And now I made him a man.
Well, apparently that is something that I thought it stemmed from like the beginning of the playoffs. Apparently it stemmed from all season. Svechnikov had like been poking at Ovi.
Yeah.
All season.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, I mean, Ovi gave it back harder to him in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, because Ovi raises his play more.
Yeah, and he was like, Svechnikov was like, "Hey, you want to go, old man?" The future was not now. The future is not today.
He was thinking, because he's a little taller than Ovi too, right?
Yeah.
He's a little skinnier, but he's taller than Ovi.
Oh, but Ovi's got like 60 pounds on him. No.
And I thought when Ovi started fighting, I was like, oh, fuck, he's throwing his right hand. And apparently Alan May thought the same. He's like, no, because he forgot that Ovi's actually left-handed.
Yeah.
It's not even his dominant hand he was throwing with. And then oh my God, I listened to every...
Southpawed his ass.
I listened to every form of broadcast of that game, the national one, the Caps one, and the Hurricanes one. And the Hurricanes one was by far the most hilarious.
How could he do that?
Yeah, that's essentially what they were saying. And the fact that and Trip Tracy is like, I don't like Ovi hitting him on the way down, smashing his head into the ground on the way down. It's like, dude, he wasn't doing it. Like, if you look at it, Ovi hits him, and your momentum, you throw one more, but the one more, like, glances off the very top of his helmet, and then momentum, Ovi's just holding onto his jersey, so it, looks like...
he's already fallen.
Yeah, it looks
like...
life
has already left the body. Okay, that's a corpse on its way down. It is what it is. It's physics. He didn't have to throw another punch. You can't stop.
Yeah. And then
it's hard to stop. Like,
especially when all of a sudden, and then the guy drops, you hold him, and your body takes you down.
He realized 3/4 of the way through the punch. It's done. The punch is happening.
Yeah.
Only so much you can do. His head was going to hit the ice no matter what.
True. Oh God! And then he tried to get up to it. I was like, oh Lord! He his arm, his fingers were like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Stop. Yeah. Just stop.
Try to get up to the old,
Just let him get the stretcher.
Well, Pierre McGuire's screaming at the trainer on the national broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And right when when Ovi knocked him out, they had Alan May. Alan May usually doesn't talk during when Joe B's talking. And all I know is Alan May just goes, oh!
I don't.
Wilson's was funny too when they interviewed him after the season, like on Cabby or whatever. Him and Monahan, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw Ovi." I was like, "Oh God, please don't." Oh God, like kind of like everybody.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't have to. Oh no, that boy had a family.
Yeah, granted, that game didn't work out for us.
Yeah.
And then apparently Oshie said they asked Oshie if he had to fight somebody. He's like, "Well, obviously, I didn't like the way my season ended, so I'm not going to name any names, but if I have to fight somebody, I'm going to end up playing them."
Yeah. I'll fight Svechnikov. I know a glass jaw when I see it.
Hey, maybe he's not. I don't know, man. Maybe I was about to say. I don't know, maybe I was like, Ovi got rocked once or twice, but I was going to say Ovi got his nose broken and then came back and scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
Or 3 goals, whatever, against Montreal.
I don't know what the fuck. Ovi's a different breed. It's a generational talent. If you fuckers watching just the Redskins, you will not. You're wasting greatness. You have a generational talent here that brought you a championship, and you just don't care.
Who?
Like the people who are like, "Oh, I'm old Redskins. Fuck hockey."
Oh, yeah.
It just you're wasting it.
All right, so Matt asked a question, and I'll ask you it in a second. But then before, you would say he's the best athlete in DC ever, the best athlete in DC history out of all the sports. Ovi?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking.
So,
I mean, he's only won 1 championship, but like no quarterback. Like we had 3 different quarterbacks. I think when the Skins won the Super Bowls.
Doug Williams has tarnished his legacy by becoming the fall guy.
Oh, yeah.
In DC. That's a goddamn shame.
Yeah.
I loved me some Doug Williams. I loved when he didn't work for the team, and he would just say what he was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
He was obviously. Oh god.
Kind of like Magic Johnson before he became the Lakers president.
Yeah.
He just said whatever he wanted.
Yeah, he was definitely Homer for the
Yeah.
Redskins, but like he would be like, "Bro, we suck."
Who was it that said someone was like, "I'm about to do something that no quarterback's done before"? It was like, I don't know if it was Cam Newton or something. And I was like, "Have you ever heard of Doug Williams?" like someone like a couple years ago. This is like when they went to the Super Bowl, I think.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm gonna do something that like no African American quarterbacks have done." And they were like, "Have you ever heard of Doug Williams?"
Who? Doug who? I'll be Doug.
All right. All right. So Matt asked, after 2 periods, what have the Caps done right, and what do they need to do better? What I would say to do better is breakouts, for one. Breakouts have not looked great.
That's about all I got.
This game. And done right.
Once we get the puck out of the zone, I mean,
Yeah.
once we get in the zone, they're giving us space.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some sustained zone pressure. So, but I mean, we need to improve on that. We're getting shots on net, but I think when we do it, it's too far and few between. I mean, we had more scoring chances in the first period, and we were down 2-0.
Right.
And then I would say we got a really good goal by Ovi in the first, and we got I don't want to say lucky goal because it was deflected off a stick, but it still was a nice shot by Orlov.
Yeah, it was a good play.
Yeah. But I mean, they moved the puck, and they got to get shots on net. They're driving the net. Okay, that's probably the one thing I'll say. They are driving the net when they get the puck. Like I've seen multiple guys take it straight to the net.
I wish, man. I don't know what I want from Hagelin. I just want him to pick his head up because he's in all alone by himself.
Yeah.
Like, so often he just throws it across the middle. I don't know who his line mates are. Again, I didn't see the line.
It's Stevenson and Panic. No, Ponick. Yeah, Stevenson and Ponick.
Stevenson the center.
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, I mean, he's only playing the third line because Kuzi's out.
Yeah.
And Dowd's the fourth line center.
That's stupid. You should have put Dowd up.
And they could. I mean, Stevenson didn't have a bad preseason.
No, he had a good preseason. He's a guy.
Well, he's on the bubble now. You don't want to go down to Hershey. Yeah. Just like Jews had to.
Well, Jews isn't.
Also, Jews makes too much money. Like they thought they were probably going to get under $1 million when they went to arbitration with him.
Well, Jews did not have a good last year.
No, neither did Stevenson.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to attribute that to Reardon or not, or just sophomore slump kind of thing.
He also got hurt. He got that compart something in his thigh.
And it's hard to take all that time off and come back. And it's like, especially when you're like bottom pairing and you're a young guy, you're trying to make an impression every time you go out there, and a lot of times he didn't make the right impression. Stevenson, on the other hand, he hauls ass so hard, and he just. But like, I just want to see a little more out of him.
Well, that's. Well, I mean, he did in the preseason. He had a breakaway they fanned on, but then he got. I don't know if you saw that one, but then he got the puck in the corner and then found Verana like right in the middle for like a nice little like quick snipe.
Yep.
So I mean, if he does that, if he can keep that up, then he'll stay up. But like, but we'll see. I mean,
yeah, it's early. It's the first game. I just want to see the breakout cleaned up.
What? We got another question. Do you think Jensen looks any more? And then, hold on, is what I got. You know what? He must be timekeep. Must be in the middle of a play. He's got when there's a stoppage of play.
Is it for Matt?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, fuck you too, John.
Well, I mean, does it look? I mean, he doesn't look. I don't like. He had that one bad play at the beginning of the game, but I mean, he hasn't looked horrible.
No.
And what I do like about Jensen, he's not afraid to jump into the play. I do like, and like in the playoffs, he had a couple good like jump ins where he like made a couple moves and got a shot off, but then he did kind of get bit like in the defensive zone. Did kind of bite him in the ass a little bit.
I do want to see more of Jensen. I don't know. I really didn't pay that much attention to preseason this year. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still on that. We won the cup. That's it. I don't give a fuck.
I remember last year it was very hard to get you to do a podcast anymore. Like, yeah, we kind of won the cup. I'm kind of like over it right now.
Yeah, I mean, we could be one and done. Everyone's all upset. We're out in the first round. Fuck it, we won the cup.
I was talking with somebody last year. I was like, I'm not as upset because we won the cup the year before.
Not upset at all. Fuck it.
But like if we continue from now on, if we continue this like out first round, I'm gonna be a little mad. But
fuck it, I have a cup. I think I have like 3 years of I'm good.
3 years.
3 years. Let me have this.
Well, when Ovi's gone, then you're definitely gonna be like, all right, come on, we need to.
Well, let's see what the future brings me. All right, Verana.
All right. Here we go. Do you think Jensen looks any more comfortable after a full training camp and time with the team versus coming in after the trade deadline and learning on the go? I do think he looks a little better. I do think that.
I think he's gelling a little more.
Yeah.
I'm scared of him and Orlov. So Jensen, the thing with him is he's a safe player.
Yeah.
Statistically, and he's good at driving possession. Orlov is not a safe player.
He is the offensive minded.
Yes,
person.
and he carries the puck too much a lot of the time. Jensen is also a gambler, but he doesn't when he doesn't have the puck. He jumps into the play ready to get the puck, which is great. One of you has to stay back. One of you, and like they're both ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the pairing I would go with.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it's funny because like there's been a couple times where like Jensen's read the breakout and he's been up before the forward.
Yes.
Like in preseason.
It's terrifying. Those two together are terrifying. Matt Niskanen was great when we first got him, and he paired them together because Matt Niskanen is
he's not the offensive guy, so he's like, all right, I'll hang.
Yeah. He's a guy who'll jump up when we're already in the offensive zone, but he is more closer to a defensive defenseman.
Yeah.
And that's what Orlov needs. Gudas might have been a good pairing with him.
I mean,
although that's also a terrifying thought of Gudas getting more minutes. Not as also as terrifying as the Orlov getting the minutes he gets. Orlov scares me. It is a double-edged sword where it's more blunt on the their side than ours.
I mean, everybody wanted him to become essentially the Sergei Gonchar,
but he's not. I think it's been enough time we can say he's not Sergei Gonchar. Sergei Gonchar was a stud. And that's not fair to compare him to that. Okay.
I think everybody assumed that when we got him, not necessarily an undersized defenseman, but not an overly giant one, and then a big cannon of a left shot. And he went through a couple injury seasons. You know what I mean? A couple injuries.
Should have got the fused wrist. I mean, Sheldon Surrey did it in a fucking 100-mile-per-hour slap shot. It's selfish. Selfish is what he is. But I just, he's another one of those guys where you just want more. And just at this point in his career, I don't think you're going to get more. I think this is just what he is. Yeah. Which is not bad. He's a good complementary piece.
Yeah.
But we don't roll him as a complimentary piece. We roll him as this is one of our guys for a lot of money and for a lot of years.
Well, doesn't he make what? He makes like what? Do you think statistically Jensen should be better with Orlov? We've literally been talking about this, I guess, as you sent this thing. I'm not really sure because they're two kind of offensive-minded.
I think Jensen's a 30, 40-point guy, and I think Orlov is a 30,
Yeah.
40-point guy, but, 30 points flirting with double-digit goals.
Yeah, I don't expect him to be like an Eric Carlson, you know what I mean? Or anybody like that. I don't expect to put him up 30 goals.
I think Orlov's ceiling is high 40 points with double-digit goals, like 10. Not like some of these defense. And it's almost like everyone's number one defenseman's like flirting with like 20 goals.
Yeah, I mean, John had what, 16 last year?
You're looking at upper teens.
Yeah.
Just almost based on like your time on the ice as it is.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's like I don't want to say the shutdown defenseman is a thing of the past. You know what I mean?
You have to
You have to be able to score now.
You have to be able to move. You
Yeah.
have to be able to break
Even Victor Hedman, who's big,
Yeah.
is able to move.
I mean, some of the old guard like Ryan Suter was never a point guy, but motherfucker, he never turns the puck over. He's so positionally sound, it's ridiculous, and he just doesn't turn the puck over. He's worth every penny of that contract they gave him. Zach Parise, I think, has slowed down a little bit. Good leadership and all that kind of shit for the Wild, but I'm not a big Orlov guy. GM that offseason when he was giving everyone money and tenure, that's terrifying to me. Yes, we won the cup. Yeah, I got it. I don't want to and I said I got 3 years of like, all right, we're good. But like, man, I don't want to get to those 3 years and be like, we have another 4 years of fucking Orlov.
We didn't give him 7, right? We didn't give him 7 years.
Well, no, but like, just as an example, my God, we have another 3 years of Oshie. This man is brittle. He was brittle when he got here.
You're not wrong. They asked him a question the other day. He's like, yeah, I have like one rod, like a steel rod, like 12 pins in my body. Like he was like rattling off all like the things he has in his body. And I was like, good Lord, man.
The guys like that, I mean, great players, great pieces to have for your team. But,
I mean, that expansion draft's coming up. They could take Oshie, I think, we'll see. That's a year from now, and we'll see who the Caps protect.
Yeah. In a year.
Yeah.
What was it? 6 forwards
Something
and
like
3
that.
defensemen and 1 goalie you could protect. I think Samsonov will be now will be the protected goalie. I think they'll end up using his eligibility and they'll expose Copley.
Do you think they wouldn't expose Holtby?
I mean, he's a free agent. He's already exposed.
Oh, true. Well, I mean,
they get first negotiating rights with him.
True.
They have to sign him to use that as the claim.
yeah.
So they got a week to negotiate negotiate with him before we do.
Okay.
I could see Carlson's getting protected, no doubt. I mean, if they have these guys up like they have them right now, Siegenthaler is going to get protected, and probably Orlov.
And Carlson.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is. Well, I mean, if Alexiev's up, he's going to get protected.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to use him the whole year. Because once Kempney comes back.
Yeah, then you're kind of out of left-handers. Yeah, and I guess, I mean, unless he likes lighting it up in Hershey, where like, it's like, dude, if we kind of can't keep him down here anymore.
We kind of have enough.
I mean, I don't think Farivari is going to stay up here once Kempney gets back.
I don't think he would stay up here once Alexiev comes up or comes back. I think he had a good camp. He did enough to stick. I've only heard good things about him.
Well, I mean, I guess one of them will have to go out. So I guess they might keep Farivari up then because you'll have an extra 7th defenseman then, right?
Yeah, you want to keep a 7th defenseman.
Yeah.
But as long as he doesn't use that eligibility to make him have to be protected.
Well, we're not. Oh, talking about for the draft next year.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking juniors. Like he's not in juniors anymore.
Yeah,
we're not sending him back to juniors. I had a brain fart.
The obvious forwards getting protected: Ovi, Nikki, Tom, Verana, Kuzi. I mean,
Did you? Oh, you didn't hear it the other day. Carlin was interviewing Ovi and Nikki, and they were asking him like about the record or whatever. And Ovi was like, I'm not gonna get it. And Nikki's like, I think you can get it. And Ovi's like, okay, fine. You sign a 6-year deal, and I'll sign a 5. And then
yeah,
essentially, it's like you sign 6, I sign 5. We leave at the same time, right?
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. Do it. I mean, if he did it, then he would only have to technically score 39 goals or 30 some odd goals for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
To break Gretzky's record.
I'm in.
It also makes me think. Imagine if we hadn't had the lockout year, the year Ovi was supposed to come, and then we had a full year that half season we had.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking there's at least 40 goals on the table.
He's already got one. He's on pace for 82.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 82 and 82. I think he can do it. Realistically, this game is not built on speed anymore.
You don't think it's built on speed? I thought a lot of guys are fast now. I thought that's what it was. Like,
well, when he came out, he's like blazing speed. That's when fucking Roman Hammerlicks and Scott Hannons were number 1 defensemen. You know,
true.
Tim Gleason was the fastest defenseman you've ever seen.
Oh Lord, Tim Gleason.
Jay Bouwmeester was getting 50 points a season.
Well, Jay Bouwmeester was like fucking fast though.
Jay Bouwmeester's still fast, but he's not a dynamo anymore in that kind of regard. It's a different game.
He's definitely not even the number 1 or 2 on his team now.
Wow, I think he's
the 3rd.
Is he still paired with? I know for a while he was like glued to Pietrangelo.
Maybe he is. I was definitely thinking Parayko is their 2. If Pietrangelo's their 1, I was assuming Parayko is St. Louis is 2.
He's probably the next most important defenseman, but
probably.
Bouwmeester is the stay at home so that Pietrangelo can wheel and deal a little bit. He doesn't do it as much as some of the other number 1 defensemen, but I think he's a solid guy.
Oh, I don't think he's bad.
Yeah.
I know you're a big Buff fan.
Yeah.
You think he's done?
I think he might be done.
He's like, I can't take this shit anymore.
I'm tired of your shit. You got rid of every other defenseman. I can only swing this big dick around for so long. Did you see me in the playoffs? Fucking amazing.
Is that what he grabbed, like 2 guys, like he just yanks them around like they're
He checked like 3 people at once, and then he picked up 2 of them out of a pile.
He is a monster.
Yeah, he's just 2 guys are he got the paw on him, and all you hear is, ah!
I'm sorry.
I'll go line change right now, I swear to God. Just let me go.
All right, and 3rd period has started. Game is tied 2-2. This game actually took his turnaround, I would say.
Yeah.
It was not looking good at all.
I think we
got scored on the first 20 seconds of the game. Oh, whoa.
Oh, whatever works.
Whoa. That was horrible.
Was that a fan or a block?
I thought he broke his stick, but I didn't see a piece of lumber at all.
No.
Oh, toe pick. Oh, he broke his stick, though.
Okay.
Tarasenko definitely broke his.
All right, Ovi, show me something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa,
see, Ovi's game is
Ovi,
not really built on speed anymore.
Ovi, what was that?
Whatever. I'm
not saying Ovi's is built on speed anymore. I mean, he is still relatively fast. He's not like...
He's not slow.
No. But, I mean...
Let's say in 3 years, he's Yager.
I mean, Yager has never lost a scoring touch.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Yager isn't fast anymore. Yager is what the league considers slow. That's why he didn't get re-signed.
Yeah.
But he's strong, and he's strong on the puck.
Also, he wasn't scoring 40 or 50 goals, though, either.
Yes.
Yager.
Yes.
If he was doing that, then he definitely would have been signed again.
Yager was a carry in and shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Ovi's just I'm going to fucking shoot it. What are you going to do about it? So...
there was a video the other day someone had, I don't know if it included last year. It was all Ovi's goals from The Office. Mm-hmm. It was 25 minutes long from his whole career. 25 minutes of
what are you gonna do?
That's just hilarious to how many goals like he scored from inside or just right at that like left face-off circle.
It is what it is. It's like
it was a Pietrangelo goal. Yeah.
Yeah, you know where he's gonna shoot it from. Okay, are you willing to let 4 people run free so you can stop one thing? Because John fucking that one-timer in the slot with Oshie
Yeah.
is
It's like
just
a mini clapper in the slot. Yeah.
It's a snapper that that gets roofed.
Yes.
Okay. Is that something you're willing to like let go? Are you gonna let Kuzi walk it in and then shoot? It's pick your poison. It is what it is. He makes this power play. Ovi makes this power play so good because that shot is so threatening. He lets everybody else free roam. Are you gonna stop the team or are you gonna stop Ovi?
Yeah.
Because Ovi needs fucking like 6 inches to fucking score. He could do it with his eyes closed and fucking score like 9 out of 10 times, unlike most NHL goalies, like unopposed.
There was someone had a camera behind the net during warmups, like a fan, and not gonna lie, and like Ovi did one of those ones where he missed the top left corner and like came right at where the camera was, and he was like wing, and I'm not gonna lie, I flinched.
Yeah,
because it was like a real time shot. It was like, huh.
These guys have trained their fucking reflexes and everything, like from most of these NHL goalies and players have been playing since they were fucking 6.
Yeah.
Like the earliest you can put them on skates, they got put on skates.
Three or younger.
Yeah.
3 or yeah.
Your modern NHL athlete is fucking bred to play this game. I fucking coached kids who were like playing since they were fucking like 7 or 8, and they are average. Like, it's fucking. This is a bred to play game. Football, I mean, you can do football like finds like an athlete and makes the most. Cordero Patterson fucking sucks at football, but Cordero Patterson is fast as shit and like dynamic in space, and they just fucking keep bringing him back. I don't know if he played football his whole life. I know Jason Taylor didn't play football his whole life. I know all these fucking linemen the Chiefs keep drafting didn't play football their whole life.
Well, that's
they're just athletes.
Vernon Gates didn't play football his whole life.
Yeah,
not Vernon. Antonio Gates. Sorry,
Jimmy
Vernon
Graham
Gates.
still playing. Didn't play football his whole life. I mean, they're basketball stars.
Peppers was a basketball star too.
Yeah.
Julius Peppers.
But he did play in college.
True.
Jason Taylor didn't pick it up until his like senior year of high school.
His sister's hot, by the way.
I did not know that.
His sister. She does the Colin Cowherd show. She's the guest. She's the
The other speaker.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, her name, Joy Taylor.
Yeah. But that's what this game is. You're raised on ice.
Yeah.
You play year round. That's.
Yeah, Henry already is like, I have the sauce toss pucks. I'm like, no, these are yours to play with, and he only wants to play with the real pucks. I'm like, damn it, Henry. And he's hitting it across the floor upstairs.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not getting off the ground because he's using a flat curve, a flat blade. But he's taking like full clappers. I'm like, no. I need your mustache to touch. I mean, you and I picked it up later in life.
Yeah.
What made you want to be goalie, by the way? I know you played lacrosse in high school, and you were a defenseman. But, I mean, like, what made you like, I'll buy goalie equipment, and I'll stand in for all these shots coming at me?
I kept breaking skates. Yeah. That was it. And then I got to play stick and pucks for free.
Oh, all right.
I'm done. I've put my fucking goalie knee pads in my fucking tool bag. I use them for fireplaces now. Yeah. Recycling.
I almost asked you today because when I go down there, we needed some goalies, but I don't. It's like, nobody's your height either. So I was like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But like, I almost like, hey, can we maybe borrow your chest protector?
Take it.
But somebody got it. Somebody got one.
Okay.
The person that was gonna need it, they said he bought one for like $35 offline off eBay.
Shit, anybody who plays out there, I'll sell my shit.
Well, we have a goalie that catches. High stick catches left. Cap's going on the power play. High sticking. Don't know if Vron is bleeding yet or lost any chiclets. Oh, because I wonder if they'll review it. Because now you can review that. Oh, he is bleeding, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can review that now. If you like fake, if you didn't actually get hit, you can challenge it now. Oh, is he not bleeding? It was just the light looked like maybe the way he turned. I thought he was bleeding out of the lip. I like the one where they walk to the bench. Hey, I'm bleeding, and like, oh, he's not bleeding at all. I'm glad.
Yeah.
We'll see here. Slow zoom in.
Hard to see from that angle.
Yeah.
They called it.
Yep, I didn't see him. There's no challenge, so it does not look like he got hit necessarily.
Not necessarily
Yeah.
like a hard hit.
Yeah. Well,
You
I've
just
been.
gotta hit him.
Yeah. Hey, at least you didn't get hit straight under your nose with the toe of the stick like I did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hit in the face? The puck hit you or the stick hit you? So mad at that fucking ref. I have the puck. What do you mean did the puck hit me?
Fucking better than Toronto, where every time I got hit in the face, I would just look over. By like the fifth one, I was like, "You are hearing the clank, right?"
Oh, we are doing the slingshot again.
Of course, we're doing the slingshot. That shit ain't going nowhere. Which is terrifying.
Yeah, which I thought the power play was supposed to be Blaine Forsythe's thing. He was a little power play wizard, but like the league is caught up.
Not necessarily. I think this is just
What?
analytics at work.
Oh.
60% of the time it works every time.
Just keep doing it. Eventually it'll work.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh.
This is the most effective power
Yeah,
play for
working
this
the
reason.
working the power, working the point, working the short wall. Nikki sauce to the top, deflected back to Nikki.
There's too many weapons on this team to just guard Ovi. Look at it, he's running free.
Oh.
You can just shoot him.
Especially when Kuzi's there too, because Kuzi will shoot that short side one now.
He keeps him honest.
Oh.
Oh, you got lucky, kid.
Oh, that's a cross check in front. All right, nope. You're gonna keep it going. All right.
Kids play.
Yep.
Damn it, fucking fumbling those.
Yeah, I hate the bouncers. No, he's not. They're now shading him. Oh yeah, all right.
What is happening? They switch him. No, who was that?
Nikki shot it.
Nick, you know they did their switch.
Well, that's usually when like Carlson is like when we won the cup that one year. That's when Carlson was getting a lot of those goals when they'd switch and like, all right, where'd Ovi go? Ugh.
There's nothing you can do. He shoots it too hard. It comes too quick. It elevates too fast. It fucking buckles your equipment. Yes, you can get your blocker on it, but it will move your fucking blocker so it angles itself in.
I always like when you see like when he shoots it sometimes, and like they say a lot of goalies have said that Ovi's shot like almost like knuckles, like a knuckle puck, but it's like fast because like some knuckle pucks like flutter, but his like will do like that, but it has like 95-mile-an-hour pace coming at you though.
It's just the greatest shot this fucking game has ever seen. And I don't care what anybody says. He's the greatest goal scorer this game has seen. I don't care, Gretzky. I don't care, like, fucking, you know how many goals he had from center ice? I think a slap shot that never left the ice. Okay?
Gretzky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The fact that he had more than 5 speaks volumes about the era, okay? I know it was the highest scoring era also, okay? But I know when Gretzky retired, he also had a fucking 70-point season. He also only had like 10 goals.
Yeah, true. I think when they said like when he was Ovi's age, his goal scoring had like
It's gone.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. When he was 34, like Ovi, he was not scoring almost more than 25, 30 goals maybe.
Oh, fucking Gretzky is the greatest player to ever play the game. It's not debatable. It's like almost every fucking record.
He does have every scoring record.
Yes. But Ovi is the best goal scorer.
Yeah.
There's, the argument for, was it Bossy? But
Bossy just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
That degenerative back.
yeah.
Well, and it's funny, if you look at the next one,
Well,
is it Yager's 2 or who's 2? I forget who's
Lemieux.
2. Huh?
Lemieux.
Not in goals? No, it's not.
I think it's Lemieux.
No. In goals? No. It's not Lemieux. No. In goals, and the next closest is it's like Gordie Howe or somebody that's like it's 809 or something like that. Because Gretzky's at what 896, 898, something like that.
So
Where's Fandizio? I need Fandizio with these stats.
Yeah, you're right. It is Gordie Howe with 801.
Okay, so I was off
Gretzky with 894.
by. Oh, okay, so I was off by 2 or 4 on Gretzky and 7 with Howe. And I was off the top of my head. Okay. Eat all the dicks. But like Yager too. Yager like.
Yager is third.
You imagine if Yager hadn't taken those like 4 years off?
Yeah.
But Yager was like, no, fuck this. I'm gonna go back to the KHL, get paid, and not get hit.
Yeah. I mean, tax evasion will do that to you. It's more impressive to see it in this era. Goaltending has never been as far ahead as it is right now. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh yeah, Vrana had a step too. The push through didn't work well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like the Caps right there, even though they had a lot of sustained zone time, they got caught in their own zone. They drove the net, and that's I think. Oh, good keeping. Like a year ago, they weren't driving the net. They were settling for those outside shots. Like I'll just keep on the outside. Like Oshie likes to do that when he gets inside the blue line and like spin and like I'll keep it in, but I'll just gonna spin and throw it back up the boards to nobody. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, okay. It's like, God damn it, Eric Carlson's not playing tonight.
Great fantasy hockey.
Due to a personal matter.
Due to.
That's what the message, the notification as God said. I thought it was like I was about to be like his groin's supposed to be healthy.
Playing Florida, Matt Hoffman's girlfriend's at it again.
Oh.
I thought that hit the ref for a second because I lost it as soon as he hit it.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's dead. That's it.
Get a backup.
Is there a backup official?
No, they just played down one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think if they go short, and if they lose a linesman, I think the referee becomes the linesman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this year, like look at this, like this pressure we're keeping on them at least.
No, our forwards are fucking.
We've gotten better at that. That's what I'm saying. That's what we've gotten better at least. In the preseason, we got better at it. You know, it was just keeping pressure on, like in middle pressure, not settling for those outside shots. Now, hopefully, it transitions into our own defensive zone. Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
Right, Stevenson. Things aren't bad yet.
He was so open too. I think Panik was
underwhelming, but
not horrible yet.
Yeah. I also don't know what to make of Panik.
I mean, they're hoping they can find that lightning in ball like they had with Conley. Oh, you don't want to. I think Siegenthaler's got a little bit of an angry streak in him too, doesn't he?
He's big and he's strong.
Well, no, but I remember when he was in a World Championship or something, he was playing and he got like 5 different penalties for like roughing, like out of anger. Yeah, scrum in the back of the net. Caps blue still tied right now. Caps blue, couple chances right there. Perron being a pest like he normally is. 2-2, 10:05 left to go in the third.
You know what I don't like about the Panik signing?
What?
Is that he needs to be with a playmaker. Like
well, that's what I mean. That's why I think they have him on the power play, hoping he can do it. But I know when he played with Chicago, he was with Taser Kane, one of the two. Mm-hmm. I think
that's where his success came from. And then when he came over to Arizona, he was with Keller, and
yeah.
So he needs a setup guy.
Yes.
And so did Connolly. I think Panik is a more well-rounded version of Connolly.
Yeah.
But I see him like going to be a third liner. And I see Eller and then Hagelin, and he to me is the slowest of the three, and Hagelin doesn't pick his fucking head up. And Eller isn't the kind of playmaker I think he needs. He needs like Kuzi kind of, I'm going to get you the puck. Just you be ready, but the puck will get there.
I mean, we'll see. I can't wait to see Kuzi play. Apparently they said, I know when the camp started, he was flying.
You got a pep in his step?
Yeah. He was like literally out skating everybody.
A little extra energy.
Yeah.
A little pick me up he got found.
I mean, I didn't see him do any of these. Like, I was literally talking to my manager one day, and I don't know what was
smelling salts.
I don't know what was going on with my nose one day. This was a previous job, and like literally my nose itched, and I was like, I think it's just like cookies. I just kept doing this, like the whole time, because my nose just itched so bad.
Dan, are you all right? Yeah. Well, we getting to work? What's going on? Huh? What?
I am wired. Dan, we're gonna need you to leave.
Yeah.
What do you mean I gotta leave?
Right.
This is baby back bullshit, Bob.
This is discrimination.
I'm not gonna take this. Lying down.
Oh man.
What? It's funny that. Do you think Samsonov will play? Well, he'll play against the Islanders.
He'll play one of those games.
Yeah.
Them or Carolina. I would like to see him get at least 30 games.
Yeah. Well, all right.
The Holtby is done from the 70 games.
Oh, he can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when we won the cup. He only played what? Like, he didn't play nearly
50?
as much. Yeah.
That's what it should be, 50-30, in my opinion. If Samsonov looks good in his starts, I'd almost go 40-40.
I think it all depends on how Holtz plays. I'm not gonna lie, earlier I really thought he was gonna get pulled the way we were playing. I was like, he might get pulled first game.
I don't think Holtby has the carry in him anymore.
Oh, that was an accident. I think Oshie was bracing himself. I don't think that was
You're covering your face, bitch. Did you get hit in the face? Show that one more time. Show it to
Slow-mo one more time. What the fuck? Definitely. Did you see? Okay, speaking of F-bombs, did you see the replay the other day of Matt Nagy telling Mitchell Trubisky like 2 weeks ago to like shut the fuck up on the sideline? They slow-moed it.
Somebody got to tell Trubisky to shut the fuck up.
I think he told him to like shut the fuck and like start playing better or something like that, or like and show the fuck up is what he said.
Oh, shoot that shit. You got to hit the net, my man.
Ovi? Yeah. I mean,
that's the worst thing. That is the worst aspect of Ovi's game. When he misses the net, that shit has left the zone.
Oh, Holtz with a tight save on the post. Look, he's got to squirt through his 7-hole there. Yeah, he does. Ovi does almost set a breakout for the other team when he misses those wide ones.
Oh no, we let soft Ovi go.
Oh, okay. Oh, whew. Hit him in the front. Okay, I thought it was 7-hole, but almost squirted through the 5.
Oh God, I remember somebody said something to me the other day. What player? Oh, Stamkos. When they Pat posted in our group chat, the top 10 players in the NHL. And it was like, did the NHL get it right? And then Stamkos was in at like 9 or 10. And I was like, Stamkos is too high. And I was like, Stamkos is soft. Stamkos is softer than soft Ovi, which is Tarasenko.
Soft Ovi? What do you mean by soft Ovi?
Tarasenko.
Oh.
You don't play the body.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to say Malkin plays the body sometimes.
Malkin plays the body too much.
Did you hear what he did to Galchenyuk?
Oh, yeah. It was like Galchenyuk showed up with 2 sticks.
Malkin took one of them.
He's like, I like this.
Yeah.
Galchenyuk only has 1 stick.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Did you hear what he did to Sid, though? And Sid was like, I go out last. And he's like, no, I go out last. It's like, I won World Juniors. And Malkin goes, 3-year Super League.
Yeah.
Like, as a rookie. No, Sid. I go out last, essentially.
Well, technically, he was pro first.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have won those cups without Malkin. So,
I would argue that Malkin was more important to this cup.
Oh yeah, he won a Conn Smythe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as great as Sid is in his career, it is so hard to key in on him because Malkin is so good.
Yeah.
When Sid lost time, Malkin picked his game up, and he was fucking an MVP.
Oh, yeah. Malkin did better with Sid out than he did with Sid.
Now, when Malkin missed time, the Penguins lost games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it turned ugly. So I'd argue that Sid may be the better player, but Malkin is more important to that team.
True. Definitely true. I just think it's funny, like, his reaction. Like, apparently, like, he doesn't give a fuck about his teammates. Not when I say that, I mean like he doesn't give a fuck enough to learn their names.
Malkin?
Yeah.
Oh.
They said he'd go into camp and they'd quiz him and he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You just give me the puck. Yeah. Like, essentially, that's how it went.
Give me 2 dud wings and I'll do it.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah. That's what he's done most of his career. He might be a shitty teammate, but you need one of those guys who's just. Well, you don't need one of those guys. I was gonna say you need one of those guys who's just so good he can do it by himself.
Yeah, that's him.
It certainly helps.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a beneficiary type thing. Not everybody needs to be Marty St. Louis, who's a good teammate, like all that shit to play with a Le Cavalier.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also my knock on fucking Stamkos. When he didn't have a setup guy, he was fucking trash. Having fucking 40 or 50 point seasons. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, not everybody. Well, I was about to say, like, Taze is never. He doesn't score like Kane is like the guy. He can do it. I feel like all. He can do it kind of all. He can set guys up and he scores.
I think the knock on Taves, and it's just the way he is now.
Yeah.
The problem with Taves, like his points, like tapering off, is that they asked him to be too defensive.
Yeah.
He's good at it, He is not a conventional number one center anymore, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, what is like? I mean, explain that a little bit. Like, what do you mean? What is a conventional number one?
Well,
center?
I mean, like if you're looking at like Bergeron, would be like my closest comparison to him. He just doesn't have the firepower that Bergeron has.
Okay. I mean, I know he's a face-off guy.
He's a face-off guy. He's great in his own zone. He's great in the offensive zone. He's great in transition. Just he doesn't have the hold of the puck where it's like if he's holding it,
yeah,
he might score. Kane, it's like, he's got to step on somebody. Oh shit!
Those highlights of Kane like getting the puck on one motion and like going backhand.
Yeah.
Like who was he playing against? Minnesota in the playoffs when he get like an overtime game winner. He's like, and touch the stick for half a second, backhand top shelf.
Yep.
You know what it is? Those London Knights players. Like, I don't know if you saw when McMichael was playing against, who was it? Was it St. Louis? Was it against Bennington? Or was it against Carolina? He tried to go between his legs on like right in front of the net and and lost the puck.
London is such an elite tier program that like they can dick on people like mid game.
Well, they just got apparently. Who is it?
Like when they play teams like Flint.
Yeah.
It's just they dick on them so hard.
Well, they said that they just traded London just traded for San Jose's like number one pick, like their first round pick, and so now they have him, Connor McMichael, like other people. I'm interested to see how Brett Leeson pans out because he's supposed to have some pretty good hands in front of the net, and for a big guy. But I was like, we'll see.
I like the draft when we took Connor McMichael. I was just, all I hear from the other room is like, Mikey, I think the Caps got Connor McMichael.
Was somebody thinking McDavid?
Yeah, it was like Pizer. I was just like, oh, false alarm.
No, there's no fucking way they'd get McDavid.
If we got McDavid, I would have the fucking meat sweats.
Why would you have the
I'd be like, McDavid with Ovi?
Yeah, but like, who would they have had to give up?
I don't give a fuck. Don't matter.
Oh my god!
If you don't give up Ovi, you can trade Kuzi.
I mean,
I would trade Kuzi, Carlson, and fucking
Carlson
and Holtby. And if we got McDavid back, you need a first too, buddy.
Oh my god!
He plays with absolute trash up there.
He does.
Chason is not a 30-goal scorer.
He took the money. He's like I won a cup with the Caps, and I scored like 15 goals or something like that.
I like Chason.
I didn't dislike him, but like he was a fourth line guy. That
he was slow, but
that's what I'm saying.
But he did like everything you asked of him, and he did it fairly well. It
Yeah.
just took him a while to physically get there.
Yeah.
If you let him get on you, you weren't getting away either.
Or set up.
Yeah.
Because he definitely did that when he scored the goal against Pittsburgh. Was like got into position and set up, and that was I would say that was a kind of leaky goal by Murray.
Murray's a fucking trash goalie.
You think he's trash now?
I think he's trash. I think he's always been trash. He has the worst hands I've ever seen an NHL goalie. But those years when kept playing the Rangers in the playoffs, I always said shoot glove side high.
On talking about on Lundqvist?
On Lundqvist.
Yeah.
Okay, you just shoot high and off center of Murray. Those gloves are awful.
He doesn't move him very much.
He doesn't move him at all.
That was funny. That was like where they picked on him when we played him that year.
Yeah, he's just leaky in his hands. He squeezes his elbows. His hands never move. And when they do, it's just like flailing at nothing.
I guess maybe he just figured because he's big, might take away space.
He's big. His legs are good. I mean, his positioning is solid. It's hard when his positioning is 90% of being a goalie. I mean, if you're big and you have good positioning, these guys aren't getting like free shots at you.
Yeah.
Almost any NHL player shooting from anywhere inside between the face-off circles unencumbered will score on you. There's just no time to react. Physically, it is impossible to react. The better your positioning, the less you have to move, and the more likely you get. All you do is you drop and squeeze.
Yeah.
So nothing squeezes by you, or like you drop and like extend, and you're virtually guessing.
Well, yeah, they did say from the top of a circle on a shot, you have like what they say, 1/10 of a second to figure out. Just
Exactly.
kind of like, yeah. They're like, hey, where do you want to put your glove? Oh.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right, Willie. Let's see where he goes.
It.
No. Oh.
Whoa! That's a shame.
Oh, what a miss by Carlson. Sorry. There's a little excitement there. I did not expect that puck to get to him.
He didn't expect it to get to him. You see that fucking shot? The only thing, the fucking corner's the only one who expected to get it.
He also has a fucking super stiff shaft of a stick. Mm-hmm. I did not expect, not gonna lie, I didn't expect to see 100 from him.
Carlson?
Yeah.
He's a fucking grown-ass man.
I'm not saying he's not a grown-ass man, but Ovi doesn't even use 100. So when I see
Ovi is a different breed. You can't. He can't be. Nobody. You shouldn't. Ovi should never be a frame of reference for anybody.
Also, when I think of Char, because I think Char uses 100, 110. So when all right, 2 on 2, 2 on 1. Oh, Vrana.
Too unselfish.
That time you should have shot it. Try to sauce it on your backhand.
That
oh no.
is a goddamn shame.
3 on 2 going the other way. All right, good poke. Way to keep that out.
You cannot compare all these people to generational talent. You think?
That's funny. I do remember when they what was it? They had him. Was it during the Tampa series? They had McDonough mic'd up, and he was grabbed a hold of Ovi's stick. No, he's 75. That's embarrassing. He goes, it's like yours, right? He's like, no, 90. I was like, no, he's a 90 flex. He's like, I thought you used 75. He may have when he first came in the league, baby.
I don't know. It's just fucking. I mean, Phil Kessel uses a really light one too.
What? Briere, when Briere played,
he used a 40 or 40 something.
No, he used the beginning of the year it would be a stiffer shaft, and then as the year went on, he would get it flex more whip in it because he would be more exhausted throughout the year. It started like a 90, and then by the end of the year, I think he said it'd be like a 70 or 75. Yeah. Briere was.
I don't know, man. Whatever works for you, I like to.
You see that stick over there? I got myself a.
Oh, you got yourself an all black?
I drank too much and and I was left alone, and no one was there to stop me.
Tell you not to. Dan, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was on my phone in Elizabeth City, and drank too much, and I was like, I just got some birthday money finally from my wife's aunt had taken stuff back that didn't fit me. Oh no! God save Holtby.
I heard Holtby. Look at you, looking like the old Holtby.
Also, have you seen his curve, Ryan O'Reilly's curve?
Oh, yeah, he's got the bend at the end.
Well, the
toe.
But yeah, so and then that curve, that one, I can only get it in a 71. Matt was like, Jesus, Dan. I was like, what? I was like, I buy 75 flex sticks. I cut them down. They're 85 now.
Now you're gonna get a whippier one. Although I did like my snapshots when I did get the lesser curve. I mean, not the lesser curve, the lesser flex.
Okay. My fear is
still too whippy on the worst shots. I was like, I don't like the way this feels.
I'll figure out tomorrow, I think I'm going to go out to Germantown and skate on the new rink. See how it goes. Oh, good screen by them. Oh, all right. Just take one of our defenders out. 1:22 left in the third period.
Going to overtime for the first game of the year.
Great. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get one of those Backstrom skippers in. That was hilarious. In Carolina, 6 seconds left. And the skipper, it's a goal!
Oh.
It was like, you thinking Backstrom meant to do that?
Yeah. If I'm Backstrom, I'm telling everybody I meant to do that.
50 seconds left. I hate this part. It's like, don't take it into your own zone for cover. This looks like the beginning of the game when we did this earlier, and it was fucking horrible.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a knuckler.
Oh shit.
Orlov keeps it in.
Somebody else, please.
Ovi gets it in the far left corner, back behind the net. Spinorama past the middle, blocked. Nikki gets, a little dipsy from Nikki. Pass back to the center. 17 seconds left. No, Ovi gave it up.
Get him, Ovi. No, please.
10 seconds. 9, 8.
Get on their parade.
Jensen throws it up all the way for an icing.
3 seconds.
3.1 seconds left in the in regulation.
Oh man, you're. Almost. It would have been so good.
Wilson, just redirect with your skate.
If Wilson wasn't there, Ovi was there. That's something I wish I hadn't seen.
Well, you didn't want to see top line Tom there?
No, I did not want to see top line Tom.
It's a little annoying because now I can't look at my Twitter because this is like a touch behind. Just a hair. Face off. Yep, and we got to talk to everybody. Hey, you're on the wrong side, dude. Let me just drop this puck first. And the end of regulation. Ovi, go get some water. Go back in the ice.
All right, Ovi. Actually, from preseason, it's time for top line Tom.
Top line. Yeah, that was a nice little goal by Tom in the preseason. Drove the net.
Overtime Tom.
Caps have definitely made this a game. Obviously because it's 2-2, but they've actually showed improvement. I was talking to Fallon earlier on IG before you got here, and I was like, "Well, the Caps historically are a better second period team."
I don't like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. But they have been a better team the last 2 years in the second period.
Yes, you get better as the game goes on, but why do you have to start looking like shit? Why do you have to look terrible to start the game?
Just start the game looking good.
No, just be serviceable.
I don't know, man.
It's like anytime you're watching Dragon Ball Z and Goku can just go in, but he's dicking around at first. And you don't know why he's dicking around. He's getting punched in the face and punched in the dick. But, look, why? For what? What do you do this for? Then he goes Super Saiyan and you're like, you literally could have done this from the beginning. You could have skipped 50 minutes of my life.
I feel like that's essentially what a Superman comic is like.
Superman comics are so boring.
That's what I'm saying. Like
straight God mode.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could end this very quickly.
I remember during the DC Rebirth, he got some power where he could supernova himself but he loses his powers for for a couple days, and it's just like, well, why the fuck would he want to do that? And it's like, well, yeah, because now it's a super strong technique. Okay, he's already invincible. What is he do? What does he need to do?
Oh, no Ovi on the ice for the start of overtime. That's new.
He's getting second wheel.
I guess. Did you see DSP got cut right before the season started too?
You should have took the money.
From who?
You could have got money. He shouldn't have stayed here.
Yeah.
I'm happy he stayed here. But
He just didn't play well, like, unfortunately.
not for us, no.
No. So, well, I mean, that last year he didn't play well. I mean,
Well, he was always like a bubble roster guy, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't take the money, take your payday, my man's. I love you for what you did.
all the goals.
Yes, I appreciate you. Go get your dollar. I know you said this is the best you've played. I know that. We know that.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna get better. You're too old for it to get better. Your time in the sun is gone.
You're a playoff guy.
And
And
you Brian Bickled it. That's what you did.
oh, come
That-
on. All right, here
that's
comes
what you
Wilson.
should've-
Wilson on a miniature break. Oh, you're so slow, Willie.
What are you doing? Oh,
Who's got Orloff's got the puck in the
Somebody
zone.
else, please.
Snapper saved by Binnington. And now we have Eller and Ovi. And what am I watching? Eller, Ovi, Orloff.
I feel like they're gonna go over to like Reardon. Is like, what are you thinking with these line combinations? His tie's gonna be undone, his shirt's half undone, and he's just like, I'm shooting blanks or shooting stabs in the dark.
Oh, and my dog's here and probably gonna fuck something up.
Just a little.
Like I said.
That's right, Harley. Yes, hello.
I had that shut the whole time. I was like, she's probably gonna come down here and ruin this. Ruin this all. Just don't step on the laptop. What's up, Harley? Oh, puck. No, why do we have two people in one person? Stop it.
Okay. All right. Oven chicken.
Dog. There we go. I was like, I knew that she was gonna do that. She's gonna like walk back between, right, pull my headset off.
Yep.
Puck.
love
That's
3-on-3.
really very slow overtime. And now, as I say that,
Awesome.
Steen wheels it up. Or Shen wheels it.
Shen's a good player too.
I'm not saying he's not a good player,
No, I'm just saying.
but this
like, I couldn't believe the
shift.
Flyers
Oh
got
God, Eller, don't ever curl back the middle again.
But why?
Yeah, this I say. This shift from Ovi was scaring the shit out of me. Ooh, a squeezer by Binnington, and he saves it. I love Binnington's confidence going into the playoffs, though. Do I look nervous? I was like, ooh. But it was funny that Tuukka Rask did outplay him. I feel like in the playoffs,
Yeah.
in the finals, I mean. But
Yeah.
but
But he also let in some softies.
true. What I was saying is like, because if you look at the games that like Binnington had, the ones that he won, yeah, but the ones he lost, it was like,
He got shitted on.
yeah,
But he never lost 2 games in a row.
true. I didn't know where the hell that puck was going for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Carlson, you all the way in, aren't you? Why aren't we moving? Move better. Ooh.
All right, it's a nice little movement. A little too far away
Yeah,
for that shot.
for
but
that cross point, one timer. I've noticed when Verana shoots slap shots, they're like the one where he like, turns his whole body into him, like doesn't not like transfer weight. It's like, yeah,
he plays with a long stick,
yeah.
so he can't like torque his get low on the shot. He's just all stick.
Oh, okay. Thank you, NBC Sports.
And we're taking you to the Sharks versus the Golden Knights.
Oh. Apparently we won. Well, Cap scored. Verana scores in OT.
Did that go in and just nobody knew?
I guess. It says Verana wins in OT.
Was that a goal?
It didn't look like a goal. The way Binnington was holding it, it must have been like right after that.
It must have squeezed through or something.
But I swear
I didn't see the light.
I didn't see it either.
Well, man,
This was anticlimactic.
that's a finish I have not yet experienced.
the game just turns up. Turns right off.
By the way, the Caps won.
I was not expecting that.
Get him, Chewbacca. Oh.
I was like, all right. You know, sometimes Twitter has that, like, somebody puts a quick GIF up of it. No. I haven't seen the goal, but.
Well, everyone watching TV is trying to figure out what the fuck happened, too.
Well, anybody's watching on streams trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. It was funny. It was like all of a sudden just turned. Game turns off. I was like, what the hell? All right, well, that's. Wait, here we go. Nope. Yep. Oh, this is nice save from Bennington. Yeah, that's not it.
Or was it?
No, that was the person that shot it was fucking Eller in that video I was just watching. All right, well, I'll have to catch that one later.
Yep.
All right, well, game one caps up 1-0. 1-0 in the standings. Always great to start off with a win, especially when you spoil the newcomers' banner raising.
Yep. Did we win our home opener?
Yes, we played Boston and beat them 7-0.
Good. Fuck them.
That's the one when Marchant like jumped Eller.
Ah, that's right. I remember Pizer called Sereno because he was drunk. Ah, good times.
Someone just put a GIF up of, like, I guess after the goal of Liars. Oh, come on! Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. Like, did that go in? Like, my TV literally just turned to the game.
Yeah.
I was like,
And next.
I didn't see a net move, a light go on. Was it like the leakiest goal ever? But thanks for staying with us. We'll do this again hopefully soon. Maybe get one of these like once a week done or something like that, or we can get a game and just shoot the shit, talk more shit about the Skins and how far until they fire Jay Gruden.
I still think Kirk Cousins is the worst.
I mean, then you should be happy we didn't re-sign him.
Yeah.
But thanks for you guys watching. It's late as shit. We're going to sleep. Don't text and drive. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.